Well, hello, my lovelies. It is time to dish with D. That's me. Today is a meal prep day. Thank you for clicking on this video and making yourself a priority. I am Denise. I dish food and all weight loss inspired topics. If that's something you think you'd be interested in, and you haven't hit that subscribe button, I highly recommend you hitting that subscribe button and joining my community here on YouTube. I also have a Facebook group listed down below, Dish with D's Crew. Come join us there. We have a fun video planned today. We have an unboxing from Acecool's, a 5-in-1, you heard it, 5-in-1 hand blender. Oh my gosh, and they were so sweet to give you guys 20% off, yet it gets better because it's an Amazon link. So you hit the Amazon link, and right there, that right going on now is a automatic $5 off, and then you get 20% off that with my code. Everything is listed down below. If this is something you're interested in, then go ahead and order it. Hey, it's beautiful. For the price, for the amount that it does, it is so well worth it. So we make a latte with that at the end of this video. But we have 3 recipes to get through. We have a creamy Italian dressing. We have a chocolate pancake muffin, because we don't always have the chocolate Kodiak hanging around. So what can we do? Because we want chocolate and we want peanut butter. They hooks you up. Could be breakfast, could be dessert, could be a snack. So within your points. And a chocolate chip cookie in a mug. What? You heard me right. A chocolate chip cookie in a mug. I believe off the top of my head it is 4 points. I think. Just off the top of my head. Everything will be listed in dishwithd.com. The written recipe. It is fantastic. I do believe it's my best, greatest invention yet. Oh my gosh. I started making it with protein powder. It was okay. If you have protein powder, you can try it. The flour though, the whole wheat pastry flour. Très magnifique. I did it in the microwave. You absolutely could put it in the oven. I think it would be phenomenal. You could top it. I topped it with a little ice cream. Because you got a 4-point cookie. What's another point of ice cream? That's how I roll anyway. So let's get started, because I know I've got your interest piqued. So let's go. All right, let's make some dressing. I like what I call a 0-point dressing because yogurt is my 0-point food. So I like to make these little fun dressings. So what I usually always start off with, the 1/2 cup of 1% milk. I think the only thing is it's pointed in this. And some white distilled vinegar. Everything is on my website for these. I've made these dressings a million times. And again, you can change the variation, change what you put in. So we mix that up. We let it sit for 5 minutes, and it's going to make us some homemade buttermilk. Let this milk curdle up, and we'll be back with our yogurt and our seasonings. All right, as you can see that it's gotten thick. It's buttermilk. I've been doing this since I realized I don't go through all the buttermilk that I buy, so it's kind of wasteful. So you just make it yourself, and you know, saves your money. It's utilizing ingredients you already have. So what I like to add to that, just to amp up the buttermilk taste, is a tablespoon of powdered buttermilk. I get at the Amish bulk store. So put a tablespoon of that in. Again, if you can't find it, I don't know how necessary it is, but I've always used it. I think it adds a little something extra. Okay. Then we're going to add, today I'm using from the Amish bulk store again. It is the Italian blend. You can use ranch. I just think these are fun to do with all different flavors. Changes up your yogurt dressing. So I'm going to put about 2 nice tablespoons in there. And I want to get that mixed before I add the yogurt. Just to make sure that's all dissolved in the buttermilk. It smells good. It's kind of like a buttermilk Italian. I might have invented something. Buttermilk Italian. You could use the dry seasons Italian in your store. That would work. It's pretty much what this is. So I'm not reinventing anything. So I don't want you to think that. And then to grab my yogurt. Did I not bring a spoon? I did not. Well, I grab a spoon. Now this is where, you can put in as much or as little yogurt as you want. I'm probably going to put in, I'm not measuring it, obviously. I'm going to put in like a nice heaping 1/2 cup. Maybe, let's call it 3/4 of a cup. Like I said, this is my 0-point food, so I know that I'm going to stick to that. So It's going to be 3, I think 3 tablespoons should be plenty. Heaping tablespoons, of course. There we go. We just mix that up. Now, I do have a little secret trick that I use that I got from the Hungry Girl. Now, you don't have to use this. Now, if you don't mind your dressing a little bit on the thinner side, I don't want to add mayo because I don't really feel I want to add the points in order to really taste it. But I really don't think it needs it. But I do want to. This is pretty thick, though. I will say, it is nice and thick. If you could see that, I'll show it to you. You know, I'm not going to add the xanthan gum. I think this is pretty thick. Let me show you. So I think this is pretty thick, and it will thicken as it sits. But if you wanted it, like I said, a little bit thicker, you could add a 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum, and it will make it umptiously thick. But I think this is pretty thick now. We're going to let that sit in our fridge and thicken up, and let our seasonings get all nice and tender because, you know, they're crunchy, those little dried seasonings. So we don't want those to get tenderized with our liquid. So that is my version of creamy Italian dressing. Yeah. This is where Bailey sits. The back of the couch by the window. He's like a cat, but this is where he sits. Say hi. Say hi, I'm sitting on my perch. And I see somebody's coming. What? He's a good boy. He's so cute. All right, I want dark chocolate Kodiak mix, but I don't have any around. So I'm going to show you how you can make your own. In my bowl, I have a 1/3 cup of the plain Kodiak mix, and I do the usual suspects in mine. Same amount of cashew milk, and normally an egg, but I have a container of egg whites, so I'm just going to drop a little bit in there. Okay. And the star of our show is our cocoa powder. You can use any cocoa powder that you wish. I happen to love the black cocoa powder, but dark, regular, any will work. So you put a tablespoon in. Tablespoon is 0 points. As it used to be. I know these things change. And you have to add an equal amount of sweetener because it doesn't have any sweetener. We have a tablespoon of that. This balances it all. And that is it. We mix it up. Oops, I'll get this out of the way. I thought this would be a fun opportunity to try this chocolate caramel truffle skinny syrup I've never used yet. So I'm just going to put a squirt in there. There we have it. I'm going to put this in my mug. I'm going to microwave it for about 2 minutes. Just to recap, 1/3 cup of the regular Kodiak, the buttermilk, I couldn't think of it. 1/3 cup of cashew milk, unsweetened or almond or water, whatever you have, or regular milk. You know, you just have to worry about points if you're using that. And 1 egg, and I used 2 tablespoons of egg whites. That's what I had open. I did do a squirt of the skinny syrup chocolate just to, you know, give it a little bit of oomph. A tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder of your choice. I used the black. And of course, a tablespoon of monk fruit sweetener just to balance it out because you need it to be a little bit sweet. So they mixed it all up. We're going to microwave it in our nice white big mug for, like I said, about 2 minutes. I guess it's on high. People ask me that. I said, I just put it on. I guess it's on high. And we're going to pop it out, and we're going to top it with a peanut butter glaze because, you know, that's how I roll. All right. She cooked for about 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And voila. Look at that chocolate deliciousness that this is. But we're not done. We got our 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter, mixed it with a couple, I like mine a couple servings, I wanted it runny, of peanut butter cup skinny syrup. And we just, you know, do this. Yeah, that's all. That's all. But we're not done yet because we've only added a point with the skinny syrup. But we're going to go really crazy and throw some lilies on top because we can have 13 for 0 points. So there you have it. My version of Kodiak Cakes chocolate pancake muffin. Have some. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's the money shot. 4 points, 3 points for the mix, 1 point for the topping. 4 points on my plan. Now here's what always the favorite of parts of my videos is when a company reaches out to me and entrusts me with unboxing their items. I get thrilled when they ask me. I'm sure they ask a lot of people, but I always feel special when it's a kitchen item because I think they're putting their trust in me, and I love kitchen gadgets and kitchen items and stuff like that. So Acecool reached out to me and said, can we send you a product? I said, sure. It is the 5-in-1 hand blender. I don't know about you, but 5-in-1, I'm all for that. So I was so excited, so thrilled that they asked me to unbox this, and we're going to unbox it. I'm going to show it to you, and then we're going to go upstairs and we're going to make something with it because, you know, that's how we find out about these things. So currently, this is on Amazon, and I have a link. They were so gracious to provide me with a link and a 20% off coupon. But it gets better because right now there is a $5 off coupon. When you click the link, it'll take you to Amazon, to their store, and you'll see the $5 little box. Just click it. It'll get you $5 off. And when you go to check out, you put the coupon code D20 off, and you'll get 20% off of that. I'm like, this is a deal. This is a steal because, again, you will use this for a multitude of things. If you just use it for one thing, it's still a steal. But you have 5 items in here. So let's unbox. And I want to thank them again for entrusting me with their product. Okay. Now, the first thing we come upon is the base. Let's pull it out. This is what you use for all 5 products. This is your base, your on, your off, your plug. So it's beautiful. Look at that. Nice, sleek, stainless looking. Very classy. I love it. Like I said, if you're a lack of room in your kitchen, a 5-in-1 gadget is right in my wheelhouse. But, and the first thing is an immersion blender. How do we not love these? I lived half my life without an immersion blender, and how, I have no idea. But you could sit there. I used to pour my soups out of the pot and into the blender. You know how dangerous that is? And time consuming. But now you just pop this on. Of course, help if I read how to do it. But I'm just showing you. Pop it on. And you... No mess. No, I'm telling you. And it doesn't scratch the bottom of your pot because there is a base. So it will never scratch the bottom of your nonstick pot. I think immersion blenders are genius. All right, let's see the next. You have yourself a little multi-chop. I mean, seriously? Did I just say mini chop? I did. You want to chop something small like a carrot, some nuts. Don't feel like getting your big food processor out? Got your little mini chop. See your blade in there? And you just hook this up to this. How cool is that? Again, 2 items knocked out of your kitchen. User's manual. Always good to have a user's manual. And a favorite, a recipe cookbook. Oh yeah, I love people. That's really smart to include a recipe cookbook with this because you know, your handy dandy balloon whisk. You got little things you want to whisk sometimes using that, like pudding. Sometimes I do it by hand because I don't feel like bringing the big mixer out. Here we go, balloon whisk, sold. And the thing I'm most excited about, what we're going to go up there and use, is this. It is your frother. Now you can use this to froth milk, to make your powdered drinks, because you know what? Keeping this out is not going to take up much room. Because sometimes like you mix your powdered, water enhancers and they just don't get mixed or enough. This sucker, the speed that it hits, yeah. This was almost, just these 2 things alone, the other just were bonuses. And you have a little cup. So you can make your lattes in here. Look at that. Come on. I love the little bottom detail. Again, so functional. Takes up very little space. I'm all for it. So you have this as your adapter, I'm going to assume, for this. Again, I should read, but I figured it out. So you have your little adapter for this and probably this. I'm telling you, this is what sold me. These two things alone. Oh, and this. I mean, honestly, I didn't even know this came with this one. This is a complete shock to me. So I am exactly thrilled. So again, thank you so much. And if there's something you're interested in, I always say, go check it out on Amazon. And you have Amazon Prime, it's free delivery. Just saying. So yep, there's a $5 off coupon, and they were so gracious enough to give my lovelies 20% off of that. So everything is linked down below. You have to use the link, and then the 20% off get you covered. I think you'll get it for like $20 some, which is this alone for the immersion blender, that is a steal. And you're getting everything else to boot. So thank you so much. I love this. Let's go up and make something, shall we? But before we do, it is really good. Look at that. Click and let's go. And then this is actually nicer than the one that I have, because for some reason it always comes undone. This one you have to click it. I may be selling the other one because this one is much nicer. Let's go up and make us a latte. All right. I forgot the most important feature because I didn't read the book. Always read your instruction manual. When you plug it in, it lights up and there is a timer. So it times how long you're going to mix something. Again, extremely well made for the price point. There's your on-off buttons. So let's get started making our latte. In the nice little glass provided, I have a cup of unsweetened cashew milk with a teaspoon of almond skinny syrup. To that, I'm going to throw in my matcha latte. And we're just going to whiz her up. We have two speeds, low and high. There we go. I'm ready for a beverage. Thanks again. Matcha latte for the win. 1 point on my personal points. All right, when your husband sees you got a latte, he wants a latte, but he's going to have a coffee latte. I have 1 teaspoon of the microdose Javi in there. I'm also going to put 1 cup of regular milk in there. And 1 splash of the caramel skinny syrups. If you've never tried the Javi microdose, you should. Coffee lovers, it is coffee in an instant. Like I said, we have our regular speed and we have our turbo. I like turbo. That's how I roll. Salted caramel coffee latte coming right up, hon. All right, family wants pudding. Snap it on. Got my little balloon whisk. Got my bowl. Got my pudding mix. Put you right on top here. Oh, can I stand you up? I'll go over here. And measure out 2 cups of milk. And let's go. All right, look at that. How to get a bigger bowl. But you have yourself, look at that. One and done. My motto. All right, let's make our cookie in a mug. In my bowl, I have a 1/4 cup of, I'm using whole wheat pastry flour. You can use any flour you have. Everything is on my website, dishwithd.com. You could even sub out like a protein powder, probably would work, but if you're making a protein cookie. But I'm doing regular AP flour. We're going to do a dash of salt and about a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Tablespoon of 2 different sugars. I have a brown sugar substitute and a white sugar substitute. Again, if you just want to use all one, then I suggest you can try that. There we go. Instead of vanilla extract, I'm going to use a cookie dough skinny syrup, but again, like I said, you could use vanilla extract, would work, of course. So I'm going to put a teaspoon of this. Tablespoon of unsweetened applesauce. And 1 egg yolk. Kind of broke. And I have 1 point of Lily's chocolate chips that I've counted out. You can use 2 points if you wanted to add another point. This is a 4-point cookie for me. You can make it a 5-point cookie if you want a little bit more chocolate chips. And you just mix it well. Now you can make it in a mug. I am choosing a ramekin. It is cookie dough, that's for sure. Ramekin, sprayed well with nonstick spray, and we just plop her in. Get all that in there. I'm going to save some chocolate chips for the top. You could, but you know, I'm eating the whole cookie, so it don't matter. All right, now what I'm going to do is add some Weight Watchers cookie sprinkle. Here it is. I got it at my meeting. It's called chocolate chip cookie dough. A 1/4 teaspoon is 0 points. We're just going to sprinkle it on top. Well, because I have it. You don't really need it. I just have it. So we're going to bake this in the microwave for about 70 seconds. And we'll come back and we will unmold this bad boy. All right, just pulled it out of the microwave. Wow, I don't know, but that looks amazing. Let's unmold her, or maybe we could even eat it out of the container, but oh yes. If nothing else, it's going to be tasty. It's more like a soft cookie versus a crunchy cookie, but could you put this in the oven? I don't see why you couldn't bake it in the oven. You know me, I'm all about quick, get it in my tummy. You can throw some sugar-free caramel and chocolate. Again, you could add a little bit of nuts to this. It's definitely a blank canvas. Let's unmold her though, because I want to eat her. You can see the chips. Like I said, you might look more attractive if you had the chips sticking up at the top. But you know what? We ain't working for Betty Crocker. We're working for ourselves. So let's unmold this bad boy. I just don't have words. I don't have words for how good this looks and smells. Like I said, I used whole wheat flour. You could use regular white flour, almond flour, coconut flour, oat flour, whatever flour floats your boat. But ooh, I definitely want to taste this bad boy. I mean, really? Oh, I can't wait to dig it. I'm going to dig on a plane, but look at all the chips. It's worth for the point. Now, look at this. I mean, can you? Freaking can you? Imagine a scoop of ice cream on this. Should we? I hit it out of the park, man. That is amazing. That is amazing. Let's get some ice cream. Because why not? Next ice cream and my chocolate chip in a mug cookie. People, this is how you get through it with deliciousness. Portion-sized desserts. Dish with the Azure covered. I'm gonna go enjoy this because it's amazing. Wish I can give you some, but yeah, I can't. Sorry, I have to eat it all myself. The drudgeries I go through. Maybe the best thing I've ever made. Possibly. You know, I couldn't let this video go without a little bit of Bailey. I have forgotten the last 2 times to put him in. Say hi, everyone. Tell everybody. Say hit that subscribe button. And give it a thumbs up to my mom. Give a thumbs up to my mom. She works really hard. Bell. You want bones? You want a bone? This is sunny out here. Yeah, I know some of you just tuned in for sights of Bailey, for Bailey sightings, and I don't blame you because he's sticking cute. I don't think his friend's out, is he? No, I don't see Wally out. But that's Bell. That's Bailey. He's a good boy. Hey, want bone? You say the bunch of word bone, he gets his attention. You want the bones? You want the bones? Oh, he's a good boy. So there's your little Bailey fix for this week. And I do apologize for not sticking him in the last couple weeks. I keep forgetting. Yeah, you honey. It's so bright and sunny. It's so bright and sunny. There's his little tail. There's his little tail. There you have it. Another meal prep in the books. 3 really great and brand new recipes. What's up with me and all these new recipes? I don't know. You got your Bailey fix. We're all good. So again, if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. And if you didn't subscribe by now, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of waist watching warriors. We are going to slay our weight loss 1 pound at a time with food like I just showed you. People, we're not on a diet, are we? Heck no. So I will dish another day with you lovelies. Have a great weekend. It's Monday tomorrow. Let's slay the week.